What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video. Today we are going to be maxing our Grand Warden to level 30 in the Town Hall 12 Attacks series. So he is level 29 right now. At the end of the last episode, he was level 27. We just managed to get enough elixir after that to upgrade, and then we did have the Rune of Elixir, which got him to level 29. However, we do have another one, so we're going to max him out straight away here. Now, in the previous episode, we did use the Queen Charge Miner in order to farm. We are going to do that again because our king is level 56, only 4 levels away to matching out the queen at level 60. So Dark Elixir is what we are farming right now. However, let's get into the fun part. You can see that we have next to no elixir. Now that obviously is an ideal situation when you are going to use something like the Rune of Elixir. It doesn't matter how much elixir you normally have in there, this will max it out. So here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1, boom. Maxed out elixir. 12 million. Let's work our way over to the Warden. I don't know what he was doing there. He was having a party over with the Queen, but let's go ahead and get that Warden upgrading to level 30. We still have the Book of Heroes from the Black Friday special, so there we are, guys. The builder gets over, and no sooner does the builder get there, we are going to upgrade the Warden. So moving across to my profile, you can see the Queen and the Warden now level 30. Only the King left in order to catch up. So what we're going to do, guys, is come back once we have gone out into multiplayer and found ourselves a base with the Queen Charge Miner. Alright, guys, I actually had to jump off the game right after we recorded that initial bit, but we are back ready to use the Queen Charge Miners. We do have the healer event going on right now, so it will help us to complete that, and then tomorrow we will probably try and do the Electro Dragon event. Now, this is a Town Hall 11, but he's got a decent amount of loot. Just trying to see where I want to charge in from. I think if we come in from the top here, that will probably work out the best, just because the air sweepers are kind of out of the way at that point. So let's go for it, guys. Okay, one healer down already. That is not great. And let's just see where the Queen goes here. I'm going to try and basically just adapt no matter which way she goes, left or right, and we will adapt from there. She's taken a decent amount of damage here. I might have to go ahead and use the Rage, and it looks like she's coming across this way. So let's put a couple of wall breakers in to bust that compartment. Then they should go into the center of the base here. There is a wizard tower, but I'm hoping because I've sprinkled them in that they do go down. I'm actually going to use the skeleton spell, not the skeleton spell, the poison spell onto these skeletons because they are taking out my healers, and that is certainly something that we do not want. Let's put the king and the wizards on this side, followed by the wall wrecker behind the Queen. Now, the Queen has got a fantastic path now. Oh, I thought she might have looped back around towards the air defense. Not sure whether that is going to happen. Doesn't look like it. But she should come right into the center of the base here. So long as the King does his job. Nope, she's coming down the bottom. So we're going to alter where we're bringing the miners in from. Let's bring the miners in from the top of the base here. And then let's go ahead and use a rage spell onto the Queen to help with that. Let's use a freeze onto the eagle just before it goes ahead and fires. Use that Queen's ability. Let's use a heal behind here for the miners, and we should be good at this point, guys. Let's use one more rage over here to help the Queen. I am going to save onto that next freeze. We will use it on the eagle and the inferno tower as the miners come around. And honestly, guys, Town Hall 11, I mean, you can take Town Hall 12s with this strategy. We were actually funning around in the friendly challenge before this, and one of my friends in the clan basically said, why don't you try and take out my base? And I crushed it with this army, which is quite funny because I just said I'll have to do it real quick, and fortunately we got it done. But like we said yesterday, it is the best, in my opinion, the best Dark Elixir farming strategy because it's purely an elixir based army, and also It's a good one for war. Any strategies that implement techniques such as the Queen Charge, miners, things like that, which you can actually use in war, that is fantastic to be using, guys. So, the two events we have going on right now are the healers and the electro dragons. So the healers will be continuing to get done. Let's try and merge them both together for the final attack here. We have the queen charge, and we'll try and do a queen charge into the electro dragons. Now you can see the king is the only one which is down at the moment, and that is actually a good thing because we have enough dark elixir. Let's go ahead and use that, and then a book of everything. Boom, the king is now level 57, only 3 levels remaining. Let's go ahead and do we want the wrecker and the bowlers, or do we want, yeah, let's just stick with that, guys. We can try and implement that alongside the queen and then use the electro dragons by themselves. Let me know what you are doing for the event. Have you completed it? Thank you to my clanmates for getting this done. Let's come back when we do have that next base ready to attack. Alright guys, it looks like the Town Hall 11s all want to come out to play today. No Town Hall 12s in the 10 minutes we've been searching with any amount of loot. So let's go ahead and crush this base. Just checking out where we want to bring the queen charge in from. It might be a good idea to send it in from the bottom actually, towards the single target, and then actually why don't we send it in from this side towards the queen. Let's go ahead and do that. Starting the queen here with the healers, then let's go ahead and use the king on this side just as a little bit of a funnel for the queen, and we will send the wall wrecker in there as well. You might have noticed we actually got a couple of minions inside the wall wrecker as well. Who cares, guys? They'll do their job. They will do their job. King is on a bit of a mission, helping to funnel here, and we have the Grand Warden on ground, so I am going to bring that in alongside the Queen. For some reason, the Wall Wrecker is taking a little bit longer than expected to open this up for the Queen, but it is going to work out quite nicely. The King over there is doing a fantastic job. In goes the Wrecker to the center. Let's get a Rage ready for that Wrecker popping out of there, and the Queen. Then at that point, just trying to see whether we can actually take down the single here, and it looks like that is going to go down. Let's now send in the balloons from the bottom. That's to take out any black air mines, really, and in with the electro dragons. Honestly, at this point, everything is getting crushed. Everything is getting crushed. I don't think we need to use anything else in terms of spells. The electro dragons, we've got so many of them. Again, it's a Town Hall 11. It's a dip attack, really, isn't it, guys? So we don't have to worry about it. Let's just use that Grand Warden's ability. Everything is good. We're going to get all of the loot here. Again, let me know how you guys plan to complete these events. Are you completing them separately, or are you trying to merge them together? For example, if you want to, this is actually a good strategy. The Queen charge into the Electro Dragons. That will allow you to get the two events done at the same time, in essence. And it's really not that bad. I know that I've dropped in trophies here, so it makes it a little bit easier. But just look at the Electro Dragons. They are crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. I will try and find a Town Hall 12, honestly. I was searching for about 10 minutes there, and I'm not all about just skipping bases and sitting in the clouds. But let's try and find another base. Let's try and use the exact same composition so that you can see how powerful it is against a Town Hall 12. Now, obviously, with the Electro Dragons, if you can limit the amount of singles, then that is going to be good. But let's come back when we have a Town Hall 12 base, and that will wrap up this video. Alright guys, I know this base doesn't have a ton of elixir, but it has 500,000 in terms of gold, 400,000 in terms of dark elixir, and quite frankly, I'm ready to attack a base. Let's start the Queen charge from over on the left hand side where the enemy Queen is situated. So let's get the healers in alongside the Warden. Then once the Queen has created a little bit of a funnel here, she should indeed attract the fire of the enemy Queen. Once she does that, let's go ahead and get the rage in. I've missed the healers, however, it works out quite nicely. Now let's bring the wall wrecker in from over on this corner, and let's just keep an eye on where the king goes. I do want him to come in here as well. Why don't we use him to take out these 2 buildings, and then that should force everything in behind the wrecker. Queen is going to need another rage here. It looks like there is a balloon and some bowlers coming out of the clan castle. The rage spell is just about keeping the queen alive. I'm very much keeping an eye on her because we are going to have to press that ability shortly unless she starts taking some things down. It looks like we are good at this point. Let's use a freeze onto the Giga Bomb. Bowlers are in there. They haven't actually targeted the town hall like we wanted. So let's just see where the queen goes from here. Let's use the Grand Warden's ability to help out at this point, and then where do we target things? I kind of wanted the queen to break into the center of the base. She's now starting to do that. Let's bring the balloons in from the top alongside 2 electro dragons on the left and 1 on the right. That should send them straight into the middle. We do have freeze spells. The queen is doing very well on the outside of the base here, we have to say. I am actually going to use another rage on the queen actually, just to keep her alive. Then we will take care of the single inferno with the freeze spells. I feel the queen along the back end of the base here is definitely needed, and I could have used the rage on the electro dragons. Obviously they are very slow, guys, so that's something you have to take note of. However, I just feel like the single inferno, keeping the freeze for that and keeping the queen alive was the better option. Let's use the freeze. Kind of a little bit late there, but to be honest, it is game over here. Why don't we use it on the sweeper and the archer tower as the troops come through? The queen with the ability is going to be pressed, and it is good night for this base. So if you are looking for a strategy that will provide you with, well, I'll say a decent amount of resources, but it is kind of costly, guys. But if you're just wanting to complete the events, remember that it will no longer count above. You will have to have the amount of space for the potions now in order to take them into your treasury, basically. Where's the rest of the buildings? We might miss out on the 3. This guy is watching us, or it's one of my friends spying. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. I hope you are enjoying these kind of Town Hall 12 Let's Play style episodes. Let's hope we can get the 3. Is the queen going to clutch it? Come on. I mean, it's not as bad as a war attack, is it? But we are just going to nip it, guys. 3 stars in the bag. Wraps it up for this one. I've been your host, Judo Sloth. And until next time, peace out.